Okay, so if you could give, and I know this is hard, but if you could give one top tip for a happy life, what would your top tip be?
It's hard to choose one.
Yeah.
And I had thought of a different one, but I think I'm going to change it mid-interview,
Oh my word.
which is to be as present to each moment as you can. And what even is that? I think it's just agreeing with the moment that exists. I think it's Buddha that said, all suffering comes from wanting things to be different than they are. So if you can just agree with the moment, what it is, and then go from there and just keep agreeing with the moment. But that requires you to be present in it. Mostly we're distracted by the past or the future, And
I think it's the acceptance part as well, isn't it, that people struggle with? Because I know when I say to people, it's about accepting where you are right now, acknowledging and accepting where you are right now. And I always get quizzed on the acceptance bit, on the, well, I don't want it to be like this. I'm like, yeah, but that's like you say, that's where the suffering's coming in. That's where the struggle's coming in. You don't have to want it to be like this. You just have to accept that it is.
Right.
And then you can still move on and change things.
But
if you fight against it, that's where the suffering comes in, isn't it?
It's not condoning it as such. Yeah, it's not saying this moment's great when everything is kind of shit. It's saying this moment is shit. Let me be fully in it. Let me go fully into my pain or my anger or my distrust or whatever it is. Let me be fully in that thing. Usually then it starts to shift. But we fight it or resist it or have preference for it to be something else, which is where the suffering is.
Yeah, totally. And the more you do that, the more you get caught up in that emotion, that situation, that whatever you're in, don't you?
Yeah, and you recycle it and beat yourself up with it. The other thing I was going to say, so this is me sneaking in an extra one, but it feeds in is, and I try to remind myself this every day, is assume that the universe is always working in your favor. John DeMartini says, see that everything is on the way, not in the way.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, everything is on the way, not in the way. Even if it looks like it's in the way and it's a big obstacle, maybe there's something you need from it. Maybe it's just to grow muscles of climbing over the obstacle to get to the other side that's going to serve you. The universe has no desire to stop you or slow you down or squash you. Why would it? It's supposed to grow and evolve all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's it. And that's what I think, that's what we're here for. We're here to explore and expand and develop and grow. That's our purpose, isn't it? And to experience as much joy as we possibly can on the way.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
Absolutely. We just need to remind each other of that all the time.
On a daily basis. On a daily basis, definitely.
Sometimes hourly.
Brilliant. So, if people want to find out more about what you do and how you do it, where can they find you?
They can find me at self-alchemy.com. They can find me on Facebook under Self Alchemy or Rebecca Lowrie, and also everywhere else. LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram seem to be the places I hang out.
Cool.
Under, I think, Self Alchemy in all those places.
Okay, brilliant. They're the same places I hang out.
Yeah, good places.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for allowing me to interview you and for giving us your pearls of wisdom today. And I'll be back again with another interview soon. Take care. Bye.